The Three Doctors, Part 1, starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Don't you mean episode 1, Joey?
It's Part 1, Jacob. So this is our Doctor Who anniversary video. This should be coming out, as long as I don't screw up, on November 23rd, 2020. And today I have with me Jacob Licklider.
Hello. You're watching this instead of the Timeless Children tweet along.
Yes, as you should. And I also have Marcus here, Marcus Cotton here with me.
Hello.
And newcomer to our channel, although technically not the first thing he's been scheduled for, but the first thing he's going to officially be on. Antonio, do you want me to say your last name, or do you want to leave that out?
Yeah, just leave Antonio. Hi.
Okay. Yeah, Antonio's here. And all these wonderful people have channels that I will leave linked in the description, of course. And
don't watch Antonio's latest video. It's terribly it's gross. It's gross.
It's great.
It's gross. Also because Joey does not know how to announce things. Not Antonio's really involved with the novel adaptations now, but I'm not going to say how.
Yeah, exactly. So shush, Jacob. We haven't said anything yet. Yeah, and also Brian might be here later on. So
no, Brian is here, right? Brian, introduce yourself.
What? Oh yes, Brian the sack of potatoes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So we're watching The Three Doctors. I love this story. This used to be my favorite Doctor Who story. It's not anymore. It's still really high up there, though. Love this story.
I mean, yeah, I will say it's the best anniversary special.
Oh,
yeah. It's the best, on-screen multi-Doctor Who story.
Yeah.
I would just argue best multi-Doctor story.
I mean, Cold Fusion is better, but yeah.
I think this is better personally, but okay.
Like I said, best of the ones on TV. Not my favorite, because that's the two Doctors, but...
Best and favorite, two very different distinctions.
Well, at least you acknowledge that this story's better, Marcus.
Oh yeah, and for a while, this used to be my favorite Pertwee.
Really?
See, here's the thing. It can't be your favorite in Pertwee when Inferno exists.
This is my fourth or fifth favorite Pertwee now. Top three I know for a fact are Doctor Who and Silurians, Spirit from Space, and Terror of the Autons. I don't know if this would be 4 or if there'd be another one coming before that.
Yeah, like I said, now that I've just seen more of the Pertwee era, it's Frontier in Space.
I do love Frontier in Space. I also love the time.
Which I don't remember if that is John Pertwee's favorite story or if it just has his favorite monsters.
I know it has his favorite monsters because I know he loves the Draconians.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I didn't know
also,
that.
Also, ironically, features his least favorite monster, the Daleks.
Yeah.
Okay, let's be honest. The Blu-ray transfer for the entire season 10 set looks immaculate.
See, because I don't have a Blu-ray player on me right now, otherwise I'd be watching it. I'm watching the regular 2 entertainment version. So. You know, I should probably turn on subtitles myself.
I've always loved Pertwee's outfits in these.
Pertwee was the last Doctor to not really have a costume, just a style of clothing.
Yeah.
Tom had more variation, but that was more he had different costumes each season. But Pertwee, you would change up the outfit in different stories.
Season 13, Tom changes a couple of times throughout the season.
Oh yeah, he goes 13. From a maroon to a light gray.
Gray jacket.
Yeah. No, Tom's worst costume is in Planet of Evil.
No, it's not.
What's
Planet of Evil?
What's wrong? Wait, what's wrong with that one?
I just don't like. I don't like the coat that he wears.
Gotcha. So now, Planet of Evil, I think it's just a bad story. But
what? Planet of Evil
is amazing. I really don't. I can't get into it.
where quality.
We can
of
all
the
agree
season
the best Tom Baker
was
story is Seeds of Doom.
Correct.
Actually, Planet of Evil is my least favorite Hinchcliffe era story.
Oh, pass me a silicon rod.
I love this gag. I love this gag.
Yeah. Nick Courtney, so good.
Okay, can we talk about how the working title of the story was just The Black Hole? Like,
That's true. That's true. I remember watching. I watched the making of documentary for this forever ago. But yeah, I remember that.
I
love
don't
the
know
story.
too much
I also
history
love the story
this
about how they got Bill Hartnell in the story, like calling him up, and then like his wife calling them back, saying like, "Bill keeps saying he's on Doctor Who. I don't know what he's talking about."
I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, yeah, well, he said he wanted to do it, so he's gonna do it. It's like, you don't understand, Barry. He's dying.
And then like him literally performing this story on his deathbed, like, oh, I love Bill Hartnell so much.
I also find it hilarious that this story, most of it aired not in 1973, but at the end of 72.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm also glad it's like I'm glad they didn't like try to separate it from a season 2. Like,
yeah. It always bothered me that Five Doctors technically isn't part of season 20.
Yeah.
I still consider it part of season 20 because then it still gives season 19, 20, and 21 like an even amount of stories. So I still always say it's part of
season 20 was originally going to have 4 more episodes that didn't become 5 Doctors.
Wait, what? I didn't know that.
Yeah, there was a bunch of strikes around the time of season 20. Like, they were originally going to have Resurrection of the Daleks be the season ender.
Oh.
Which is why the season opener was not going to be the Elite as Barbara Clegg wanted it to be. And if you haven't listened to the Elite from Big Finish, go do that.
I know I still need to listen to the Elite.
Oh, wait, Joey, you haven't?
I've not heard the Elite. No, I haven't heard any of the Fifth Doctor Lost story. The only Fifth Doctor Lost story I've heard is Nightmare Country.
Oh, is that any good?
It is.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah,
probably the best of Steve Gallagher's TV scripts.
I also don't like anything else Steve Gallagher wrote for the show.
Yeah, I don't like Warriors Gate, and I especially don't like Terminus.
But yeah, Nightmare Country is great.
Yeah, so one thing I will say about the multi-doctor stories is my issue with them is as they keep going on, they keep creating threats that don't really require multiple doctors to defeat. That's why I really think the Three Doctors is the best one.
Yeah,
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I mean, the only exception is Twice Upon a Time, but that gets a pass because of how that's addressed.
Yeah, and at least with Two Doctors, it's not so much that the multiple doctors need to come together to defeat a threat. It's just that they happen to cross paths.
Yeah, but no, like I said, Twice Upon a Time for me gets a pass because of how it's addressed. Oh, there's nothing even going on here. Oh wow!
What about the Two Doctors?
Yeah, they just happen to cross paths. It's not so much like they need to team up to take down the Sontarans. Yeah. Could you imagine multiple doctors teaming up?
I love this little effect, this weird green screen effect that they're using on this
for the antimatter. Yeah.
I love how they just hide behind a tree. Like that's gonna do anything.
Yes, the tree is gonna do something. Not trying to go inside the building that is a military base.
And if I may do some promotion quickly, if you like the Pertwee era and you're listening to this commentary, we're also currently releasing our current novel adaptation, The Scales of Injustice, adapted from the novel by Gary Russell, and all these wonderful people except for Antonio. We're all in it.
I'm not in it. I'm just the adapter. won't hear my voice.
Oh yeah, you adapted it, so you're basically in it, Jacob.
Yeah, but I'm not an actor in it.
But by the time this comes out, the first 3 parts will be out, and part 4 comes out on Saturday. So, yeah, you should check that out.
Part 3 is when it gets each episode gets longer.
That's true. That is true. I think part 3 is, what did I say it was? 28 minutes.
Yeah. I find it fascinating that for the 10th anniversary story, it's not written by like the script editor or like a prolific writer. It's written by Bob Baker and Dave Martin.
Is this Bob Baker? No, the first one was the Mutants, right?
No, the first one was Claws of Axos.
Oh yes, yes.
That story.
Love Claws of Axos. And I just kind of wish like multi-Doctor stories would be written by other writers more often, like writers that really want to take on these multiple.
I mean, I just wish the new series would stop having the idea of a showrunner that has to write the premiere and the finale. Like even Robert Holmes never wrote a premiere and a finale. He just edited the scripts.
Sorry about that. There's a windstorm on my end right now.
There's a windstorm.
I think I lost connection there for a bit. What were you guys talking about?
Marcus had a windstorm.
Yeah, there's a windstorm in my neck of the woods right now, so I apologize if it gets picked up on my mic.
Ah, fun.
Okay, I find it hilarious. Let's be honest. The tenuous logic the Doctor uses to connect this thing to him is kind of hilarious. Because, like, what does Mr. Alice have anything to do with it? He's just a dude.
Oh, I love this scene.
We're about to meet the pomegranate people. It's great.
I thought they looked like gummy bears. Like deformed gummy bears.
But they have the texture of pomegranates.
They do. Also, this is the only story to feature one Corporal Palmer, who also features in The Scales of Injustice, I think.
If he does, we cut him.
We might have. There's so many unit soldiers in
either that or I cut him in script editing because we had too many unit soldiers to cast, and I was like, nope, some of these guys need to be made the same person.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is even some of those guys who were made were me already combining other characters, like Gary Russell had way too many characters.
Kind of goes insane with every randomly named character in the Pertwee era.
I love that the unit home base is like a country club.
I think there's an Eaglemoss figurine of the, as they call them, the gel guards here.
Yeah, they're called gel guards. And they just kind of wobble, like.
I like their crab hands.
That shoot explosives.
Why do they have crab hands?
I don't know.
Well, here's the thing.
Oh my guy's really into crabs, man.
Yeah. It does look really bad, doesn't it?
I mean, okay. I imagine, like, it probably looked fine, like, way back in the 70s.
I don't know. Even that.
Yeah, it's just one of those things.
At least it's trying to do something different.
Is this the first appearance of... No, never mind.
Of what?
I was about to say, like, TARDIS interior, but then I remembered the Claws of Axos exist.
Yeah.
And most of season 7 exists. So I think this is the first appearance of this version of the TARDIS interior. Like they built a new set.
Because they had those weird roundels in the Time Monster.
And I think they even built a new console too. Like
yeah, which is great too. Because I actually really like this console, or this interior, and it's great to bring.
It gets used for the next 2 years, doesn't it? Like,
well, they stopped using it. Really, you don't see the TARDIS interior at all in season 12. So yeah.
Because they use it in Death.
Yeah, you only see it once in season 11.
Yeah. As much as I love the TARDIS interior, especially all the classic ones, because they actually look alien, whereas the new series ones
here we go.
Don't.
Thoughts on the Three Doctors Time Lords?
I think this set, I don't know why, but the set itself kind of reminds me of an airport.
Kind of does, doesn't it?
And there's the two from the War Games.
I still find it interesting that they brought back the Time Lords, yet they still haven't named Gallifrey as Gallifrey yet.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
The Time Warrior.
Oh.
A story where no Time Lords actually appear.
And they just mention Gallifrey.
Also, this episode breaks the canon because it makes the Time Lords weaker than they were in the War Games. Hashtag Doctor Who is dead.
Yeah. Hashtag not my doctor.
Hashtag not my Doctor Who.
I mean, let's be honest, they've been going downhill ever since the War Games. You start them off that high up, there's nowhere to go but down.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're fine, like, until Arc of Infinity. Arc of Infinity, that's just JNT kind of wanting to do all the Time Lord stuff.
But even then, I quite like them in Trial of a Time Lord.
Oh, yeah. Trial of the Time Lords are, like, top tier.
Joey, are you just saying that because Darkel is great in Gallifrey?
No, I'm not just saying that, because I like the representation of how easy, not how easy, but how cunning the Valeyard is and like infiltrating.
Oh yeah, and how I like the whole. I like if you take it as like it's the Time Lords are genuinely corrupt, and so because they're corrupt, they are easily corruptible.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here we fucking go.
So this was the first Classic Who story I ever watched.
It's not a bad start.
I mean, wouldn't it be a bit confusing to start off with this story?
I think if you start with New Who, it wouldn't be.
Yeah. Yeah, like obviously I had seen the first 4 seasons of New Who because season 5 wasn't on Netflix. This was like early 2011.
This was one of my earliest ones too, because back when Doctor Who was on US Netflix, they had a couple Classic Who stories.
Because it was on Netflix, and I'm like, well, this is instant watch, and it's got the first 3 Doctors in it.
Yeah. So for me, I watched the Classic Who Netflix ones in order. So it was the Aztecs, the Mind Robber, Spearhead from Space, and then the 3 Doctors. So I'd watched those 3 first, and I started watching it about, I think, when I was like at the end of series 3 of New Who. I think that's when I started it. So I had seen a fair bit of Doctor Who at that point.
Yeah. Well, I chose this because back when I was a child and getting into Doctor Who, I thought Classic New Who was actually remakes of Classic Who stories.
Oh, Jacob!
Yeah.
Yikes!
Wow. Like, like I was under the impression that Dalek was a remake of The Daleks. The Empty Child was a remake of An Unearthly Child.
Oh, dude.
Wow.
You were just doing this based off titles, like not just like what actually happens in the episode.
Well, yeah, because I was like 10.
Yeah, like
I was a child.
No child like reads the back of DVD sets.
Here's
I mean,
the
like,
thing.
there's kind of an argument there if you take like really early New Who and say like Rose is like a kind of remake of Spirit from Space, because like the Autons like
Well,
coming out.
that's
like,
here's the thing.
that scene is
That's where my confusion came. I thought Rose took the same plot as Spearhead from Space.
Oh.
Like, I had read it somewhere, I think, and
I mean,
like
it kind of does.
Yeah.
Both
so I thought it was a remake,
and also both reboots of.
And I thought like, oh, the end of the world. That must be the edge of destruction.
Oh no, Jacob! Jacob!
Again, I had no clue. I eventually learned. I was told better by the guy who got me to Doctor. It's like, no, it's one big show. Stop being an idiot.
The contact scene.
We haven't been known to use that sound effect in the DNA adaptations at all.
Hey, I used it once, Jacob. Shut up. And it's from a scene like where they directly use the same thing from the Three Doctors here. So
yeah, I know.
It's fully justified.
No, and can I just say I fanboyed like a little girl when they did the contact thing in Spyfall.
Oh
they
yeah,
did that.
Love that. I also love Spyfall. It's a great story.
Spyfall is not bad.
I thoroughly enjoy Spyfall.
Time Lords don't have color television.
I love how I love how for both Troughton and Hartnell they filmed the new stuff for that TV instead of like putting in an old clip from an episode.
I mean, I know the Bill Hartnell one was filmed in his like back garden.
Yeah.
Well, this was actually done on a hospital bed, I think.
No, this was done in studio.
No.
Yeah, no, they brought him into studio and.
Didn't they like sit him down in front of the script?
I wasn't like literally in a hospital, but I think he filmed this on a bed, basically.
No, he was sitting up in this little set thing that they built. But yeah, they didn't not like people always joke, oh, they filmed this in his shed. No, they didn't. He came to studio.
Although yes, the first time you see him was literally his back garden, and the publicity photos were in his back garden.
Yes, and I think they filmed all of his stuff in like the same period of like 2 days.
Hmm. It's weird though. The first Doctor stuff shouldn't work as well as it does, considering there were heavy rewrites there because the original script had him much more heavily involved in the plot.
Yeah,
but it works really well, I think.
It would be interesting to see the original scripts. I mean,
probably never will, especially with literally every writer involved with it dead now. Well, except for what is it, Bob Baker? Bob Baker's still alive.
Bob Baker's still alive and trying to get his K9 film off the ground. I also really like the Pertwee title sequence.
Let's do it.
I like the second one more.
I don't know. I like this one more, but that's part one. The Three Doctors, part 2, starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Don't you mean episode 2?
No, Jacob, you're not going to say this at the beginning of every episode. You probably will anyway.
So apparently 10.8 million people watched this episode on initial airing.
Wow, thank you, Infotext.
Yes, thank you, Infotext. I still find it fascinating that people like to try to compare like classic Who's ratings and new Who's ratings as if they're like we are even in 2005 like TV, because there were more options, that means ratings in general decreased.
And also, very few people watch TV live as it is.
Yeah. I mean, and it's not like the Whittaker era has gone past the lowest ratings ever for Doctor Who.
My room is incredibly cold. I'm gonna grab a hoodie. 1 second.
Wait, did Joey just say he has a roommate?
No, he said he's cold and gonna grab a hoodie.
Oh, why did I hear roommate? Am I just losing my mind?
You're a Doctor Who fan, it's possible.
I'm a med student, it's very possible. Well, pre-med, but...
I really wonder how audiences reacted to the second Doctor coming back on screen.
Oh, they had to be excited, right?
Yeah, definitely. I wonder if people from the 70s and 60s did their own Doctor ratings.
Kind of hard to do. Unless you count Peter Cushing. I mean, I don't know.
That look.
So I've seen a lot of complaints that the Brig is mischaracterized in this episode, and I really don't get that.
I mean,
oh yeah,
I kind of get it a little bit.
I don't.
I get it. Everything
mean,
is gone horrible in this episode. The unit home base is sent to a black hole. There are 2 doctors. I mean, of course.
Yeah, but I mean, no, the complaints seem to be that the Brig is out of character here.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all about his reaction here of but let's be honest, the Doctor never really explained regeneration to him.
No. I mean, it makes perfect sense that he'd be baffled by this.
Oh, so apparently, according to the infotext, this is a new mustache for Nicholas Courtney.
What? Did they lose the last one?
Apparently, it just needed replacing. I like to believe they probably lost it, or Nick Courtney burnt it at the end of time.
No, I mean, I've had to wear fake mustaches for shows and stuff they do deteriorate, so.
Oh, shit.
For the longest time, I thought the Brigadier's mustache was real, and that Nicholas Courtney actually grew one.
Well, didn't he grow one eventually for Battlefield?
Yeah,
that's it.
Post Zygons, or really post modern, I guess, because you have to have two different Brigs in that one. So. I love how perfectly still that Time Lord had to remain walking down the steps with that with the foam around his neck.
Yeah. So, Joey, as a resident Gallifrey expert, I have a question.
Yes.
Do these Time Lords ever reappear?
They do not.
They don't. Because don't they give the Time Lord from Genesis of the Daleks a name and a backstory?
Not quite.
Wait,
no, yes. Sorry, I know what you mean now. Yeah.
Really? What series?
What's up?
What series do they give that Time Lord a backstory in?
I don't want to spoil it because it's a big plot point in it, but it's around the early box set era when they first transitioned to box sets. It's not quite like the first one, but it's around there.
Okay.
Wait, I could be wrong, and I'll probably have to look at the cast list, but I thought one of those Time Lords was Bernard Horsfall.
No,
Are
Bernard
you-
Horsfall isn't
Yeah,
in this
are you thinking
story.
of the one from the war? You're thinking of the one from the War Games.
Who was later Chancellor Goth.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
he's in
care.
this.
The Time Lord from the War Games is Chancellor Goth.
Oh, I
Oh,
agree
def-
with you there.
I, this is one hill that I will stand on.
Hello,
Hi.
fellow monoids.
Oh look! Oh look!
Brian is
The
here.
potatoes are
Oh
talking.
shit, he's here.
Oh my god!
Brian.
Hello!
Hello
Oh
there.
shit.
I
How you
exist.
doing, buddy?
Did you guys just finish an episode?
No, we're in the middle. We're
no,
like 6 minutes into part 2. Sorry, episode 2. It's not a part.
I can give you a timestamp whenever you're ready, Brian, if you want to join in.
Let me pull it up really quickly. Hell yeah, I'll join in.
I am
Dudes,
terribly excited to have Brian.
huh?
I am terribly excited to have you here, Brian. Welcome.
I'm terribly excited to be here. I'm terribly in a good mood right now because I just had all my emotional issues solved in a good way for once.
You know what? That's you know
Right.
what? Because I
Can
need
you
a
actually
reason to
tell us
celebrate.
Tell us what happened in between episodes.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Okay,
Especially
I'm gonna
have a
with
drink.
positive outcome now.
Thank you, Jesus Christ, man.
It is quite the story though, and it is something that is solely exists in private life. Why did I go to Tom Baker's page on BritBox?
You are in John Pertwee's page. I am enjoying a drink because
You're 21 and you can do that.
I mean, this wouldn't be the first time I've drank in a commentary.
You have before.
Occasionally,
I was not aware of this.
yeah,
That
because I
explains
wasn't,
something.
because I wasn't 21, Brian.
I
I don't really want to incriminate myself on the internet.
That's true, I guess. Antonio could be drinking right now, and we would never know. How were those
yeah.
frubes, by the way, my dude?
Oh, they were delicious. Ate all of them up.
Delicious. Okay,
Yeah.
because you didn't actually describe what it smelled like in the video. You
Nice
just said it smelled
chocolatey
revolting.
cheese.
Well, I got too distracted by the revolting smell.
It probably smells of decay, Brian.
Right, but like, what would you say is a very close equivalent to what it smelled like?
I have like I can't remember.
Why is it coming out of my speakers? That's not right.
I can open one now.
No, no.
Don't do that. Don't
Do
do
it.
that.
I want
Why
the
don't you
reaction.
throw them
I
in
don't
the
want the reaction.
trash?
I can give you the smell live on air.
Do you,
Please
I
do.
mean, if you want to experiment with us and tell us exactly what it... Did you already open it? you
Yeah.
You
fuck?
did.
Okay,
yeah.
so
All right, so describe it. What is it like very close to? Like, have you smelled anything like it before?
it smells like shit,
Like literal shit.
like literal shit, but with like a faint strawberry hint.
Well, because
the
it's a yogurt,
strawberry's
right?
still there?
Yeah,
Holy
the strawberry's still there.
Yeah, it's probably not actual strawberries. It's probably strawberry flavoring, and
Okay,
those
so
chemicals
hang on,
take a long
I'm gonna
time to
stop- I'm
decompose.
gonna stop this for a second. I'm gonna stop this for a second. Audience, I beg of you, for the love of God, go to Antonio's channel in the description and watch his latest video.
I watched the fruit video during my 6th period today, and it was fucking revolting. I thought it looked like shit in the screenshot you posted of the photo you
Bro,
posted.
it came out of
But
the
then
tube like shit.
watching it come out of the tube, dude. Ugh. Good. So did it end up stanking up your room?
Oh yeah, I had to fall asleep with my window open because
no. Well, not. You're in your room right now, correct? I hope. you
Yeah.
are. So now you've got to do it again.
yeah, the things I do for content.
Have fun being cold, bro.
Thank
Thank you, Antonio. Thank you for this enlightening experience. Brian, do you have the episode up yet?
I do, but I'm trying to figure out why it isn't coming out through my headphones instead of my speakers. I'm thinking about just muting the BritBox audio.
Oh my god, that shot of the Doctor and Joe and Bessie right here stresses me the fuck out because
Give me a
it's on such-
timestamp.
All right, so
Why
go
is such a
to
Dutch angle?
okay. So Brian, go to 1040, and I will tell you when to hit play.
1040.
And hit play now.
Cool. Oh wow, the BritBox rip for this isn't great.
Is it a VHS rip?
It's not a VHS rip, but
It's
the last time I
hard
watched
it's hard to
the
tell
last
it's
time
a
I
VHS
watched
rip when
this
it's
was on
80s,
Blu-ray,
so-
okay? And this is definitely.
I'm curious why BritBox doesn't get the Blu-ray rips.
Cause cheapo, and they started after BritBox launched in the
same
US.
reason, the same reason the only animations we have on BritBox in the US are Power of the Daleks and The Invasion.
Yeah,
And the Web of Fear.
Well, it's not an animation.
it's a
It's
recon.
still a reconstruction, so I still count it.
Well, yeah, but
Is
yeah, just
Shada
talk-
not on American BritBox?
it is not.
No, it isn't.
Oh. I thought it was.
Yeah.
None
So,
of the
yeah,
animations are aside from Power of the Daleks and The Invasion.
Yeah.
I mean,
We
Power
don't
makes
have.
sense because that was produced for BBC America.
Well, all have been produced for BBC America, so they should at least have the.
Yeah, Macra Terror and Faceless ones should be here. The only one I'd be like shouldn't be here is probably Fury from the Deep, because I'm not sure if that was like that wasn't a BBC animation team. That was a Planet 51 thing, wasn't it? Or
What? Yeah.
the Big Finish animation team.
Yeah.
Long neck Patrick.
The
I
Crimson
still haven't watched
Chin
Fury from the
Trouton.
Deep. I have it sitting on my
BritBox
shelf.
doesn't have Reign of Terror, 10th Planet, Macra, Faceless, Ice Warriors.
I love how Benton just casually chews gums. Gum.
Yeah,
My
so
God.
it's like for most mainstream
I love how
American audiences,
there's a decent amount of audio of dialogue in this that's just ad libbed based on like scene outlines, because Benton was originally meant to be Jamie.
Oh, that's fun.
Really?
crap.
Wow.
Yeah. Fraser Hines seems to be cursed that he can't ever seem to appear in an anniversary special.
Why
In
didn't
any-
he show up in this? And the Three Doctors.
He was busy.
Patrick Troughton's dye job isn't fooling anyone.
I think he looks fine in this story.
Actually, you know what? This might actually be his natural hair at this point.
Yeah.
I might be, but by 5 Doctors, it's definitely hair dye.
Well, no, by 5 Doctors, it's a wig.
Is it?
Wait,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember him complaining in an interview that they fucked up his wig.
Well, now I'm trying to wonder in that timeline when he did The Omen.
Oh.
When was The Omen released?
I want to say late 70s, like I think 78.
That sounds right. You're at our 77.
Which, if you ever watch his scene on YouTube, his scene from The Omen, the comments are nothing but regeneration jokes.
Oh, that's great.
Well, he gets absolutely slaughtered in it, doesn't he?
Yeah, he gets
Hold up,
impaled
be
through
right
the
back.
neck by a lightning rod.
Look at this is one of my favorite John Pertwee outfits.
Oh yeah, love this thing.
Like,
you want to know why Hines wasn't in this? Because he was on a soap opera.
And didn't the same thing happen with the 5 Doctors?
I don't think it was a soap opera, but I know it was another thing, and it was a contract thing, basically.
Yeah.
And then Wendy Padbury, obviously,
Was pregnant.
Priggers.
Hey, speaking of that,
Brian,
Deborah Watling is dead.
Hey, Jake.
Look, we mentioned Wendy Padbury. I had to.
Wendy Padbury isn't dead, Jacob.
Yeah, but Deborah Watling is.
Yeah, that's the original joke. We talk about Wendy Padbury, and then I just go, Deborah Watling's dead, by the way.
What have I just walked into?
Oh, this is
Wait,
probably
Antonio, have
before.
you ever seen? If you ever get the chance, watch Brian's second Doctor retrospective with me, Jacob, him, and Dylan. The last 20 minutes is just us laughing our asses off.
Antonio, I don't think I've asked you. Did we find you, or did you find us?
He found us because
Hello.
I remember. What is it? You found me initially through the novel adaptations Instagram, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah.
Is that how that happened? Yeah, that.
Yeah.
And then I remember you tagging me on Twitter when you started collecting VNAs again, and then
Yeah.
started following you there. And then I think it just kind of spiraled out of control.
Also, why is Ben Pratt in the Nestor group chat and I am not?
Do you want to be in it?
I would love to be in it. I would absolutely adore being in it.
I mean, Ben's great.
I'll see what I can do.
I do love Ben. That man is mwah. He's one of the old boys. You know what I'm saying?
You know, he still watches the adaptations.
He does? I didn't think he did.
Yeah, I don't know if he's
Yeah.
seen them all. I'm fairly certain he's watching Scales.
I remember a while back when we asked him about it. He said like he used to wait until like the whole story would be out and then he'd just listen to the whole
Oh
thing.
yeah, that's right. He did say that.
Yep.
Yeah, he's one of he is Frobisher the Space Penguin on Amino, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if he is anymore. At
He's-
least
well,
if he's
that's
on
how
WA, because
Back in the olden days.
the olden days, yeah.
what were we called? The Menace to Society?
I think see that's not what we were called. That's just what we were.
Except, okay, that's what Harry was. The rest of us were just sort of there.
Didn't M call Harry that, right? Was that M?
I just didn't like Harry.
M didn't like fucking anyone.
Some people didn't like him.
So she's finally getting a heart transplant, which is good.
That's good.
Oh shit! Awesome.
That's great.
Do you still talk to her?
Anyone listening to this is just like, who the fuck are these people?
Yeah, no, I still talk to her. I still talk to her occasionally. I talk to a lot of people occasionally.
You do, yeah, because we were just talking about that last night. Because you said you talk with Ben occasionally.
Well, basically, the only people on Amino I care about migrated their group chat stuff to Twitter, so like it's all good.
Basically, the only people that I regularly talk to anymore are people who've been on my channel in the past like year.
So like Dylan, Jake.
I wonder
Yeah,
whatever happened to
fucking regulars,
Maxwell.
obviously. Oh,
Maxwell was a long time ago.
Yeah,
Joe.
Guys, shut up. We're confusing the newbie.
Hi.
What?
can we just agree that Bob Baker and Dave Martin have no idea how much budget Doctor Who actually has?
I mean, this
Yeah,
story looks really fucking good for what it
It
is.
looks good. It looks good. But you know their high concept shit could never be done on a Who budget, including in this
The
story.
invisible enemy.
Hey, you leave the invisible enemy alone, you fucking cunt.
It looks so bad, Brian. The whole story.
I-
looks awful.
What is good?
The invisible enemy is delicious.
It looks shit. The script is shit for the most part.
All right, look here, motherfucker. When I watched
Marcus, get the popcorn.
When I watched The Invisible Enemy for the first time, I was like right at that exact age that classic Who was initially targeting when it set out in like the fucking, room of TV execs. They were
So-
like,
so
we want
you're-
little
you're
kids to watch us.
nostalgic.
And when I watched Invisible Enemy, I fucking loved it, you motherfucker.
Dude, come on.
It
It's
hit
shit,
that
though.
exact spot.
Give it another watch. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
But for kids, that shit was on fire.
My 11-year-old sister didn't like The Invisible Enemy.
Well, the problem is she's 11. She's 11 now. Holy shit!
Yeah, she's a. Yeah.
Time flies. Last time I think you told me what her age was, she was 8.
Yeah, she's gonna be 12 in February.
Holy fucking shit! Has it been
And
that
Brian?
long?
And guess what, Brian? She's gonna be finishing televised 2 on Thursday.
You guys started doing Doctor Who when she was 8, didn't you?
Yeah, about 4 years, 3-4 years ago. Yeah.
God, it doesn't feel like that long.
It doesn't. It really doesn't. Yeah.
And I love how we've cast her
She's an
in
awkward
transit
teenager
at
now.
age 11.
Yes. Hey, I'm gonna be reading her transits.
Oh my god,
She's almost done.
Joey!
She's
Joey.
almost Jacob. She's almost done with Warhead. She's only 4 books away.
Look, Jacob, she's at the right age for it. She's not a little kid anymore. She's an awkward teenager. She wants to see edgy stuff now, so it's fine.
No.
Transit's a different kind of edgy, Brian.
I know it's a different kind of edgy. I'm aware of the different kind of it. Ooh, complete your ballot. I'm in a really good mood right now, guys.
That's great. That's the kind of energy we need right
I'm just really excited for next year because I can't wait to hear your thoughts on Transit with my roles in particular.
Dude, your lines are so good, I swear.
So, question: do we like Transit as a book?
Yes!
Oh yeah, Transit's
If
great.
we
Yeah.
didn't-
Well, Jacob
if-
used to not like Transit, but then I told him to reread it for the adaptation, and he actually really liked it then. So
Yeah. If we didn't, it wouldn't be 4 parts.
Oh,
that's
Yeah.
true. We probably would have cut a lot more. Probably would
I
have been
like a
3-parter.
lot. Well, Invasion of the Cat People's only 2 parts, and I like a portion of that.
See,
So,
so that
the
should
Cat
show
People,
you
the
like,
adaptation is
how much
mostly
you
the
like
stuff that
Transit.
you like, Brian.
Yeah, it is. Joey, have you read through that yet? By the way, since we finished
What's
it.
Wait, what? Oh,
Have you-
Invasion?
'cause
No, dude. I don't touch those things until I script edit.
Why?
Because I just
forget that John
Brian,
Pertwee can do
Brian,
magic
we
tricks.
talked about this the last video we did on the Celestial podcast. I'm always working. I don't have time to leisure read my own scripts.
I guess that's a point. And you'll become very, very familiar with it at some point.
Exactly. Like that's how I know exactly. Like when I'm reading them to my the New Adventures to my sister, I know exactly like.
Hello?
Did he just die?
He just died! It's right at the end of the episode, too, so that's gonna be fucking shit.
It says it's still recording. I hope it's still recording.
Fingers crossed,
Wait, what just died?
boyos. Who died?
Wait, what happened?
Huh?
Joey
Who
just died.
I'm right here.
Oh, oh, no, you're back! You've
I
returned!
can almost hear his voice.
You've returned!
Wait,
We're telling people
what
I'm
happened?
dead!
wait, what happened to me? We're still recording. What?
You
Your
went
sound cut out.
silent.
Oh shit! Oh no, I'm still here. We're all good. We're still good.
So I said he died, and then your voice came back.
Where did I cut off? Wait, no, I'll pick up next episode.
Of talking about, I think I said something along the lines of, you become very familiar with the scripts later on, and you were in the middle
Oh
of
yeah, that. Well, I'll pick that up. I'll pick that conversation up next episode because we're about to end this one.
Okay.
With what I was saying. So yeah, so that's that. Who the fuck is Lenny May? The Three Doctors, Part 3, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So where was I? Oh yeah, so I'm very familiar with the books, obviously, and so obviously, like when I've been reading them to my sister, I've like done impressions of all of you, basically. So
I expect that I'm the narrator voice.
Have you just like talked
I'm very
the
proud in particular.
adaptations at her though?
What's up?
Have you just like shown her the adaptations though that we've done?
I was talking with Jacob about this yesterday. Actually, basically, like whenever we reach a scene that like she wants to hear like how we did in the adaptation, I have her listen to that, but she doesn't like faithfully listen to the adaptations. But
So, like, give me an example.
yeah,
I listened to in the
What's up?
adaptation. Give me an example of one of the scenes she's listened to in the adaptation.
Okay, so like in Exodus, the scene with like Hitler hypnotizing the crowd, basically. That whole scene, so like she wanted to like hear that, so I had her listen to you screaming like Hitler, bro. I'm proud in particular of a couple of my impressions of you and Marcus, so that's been fun.
You have
Yeah, I
impressions
imagine,
of me and Marcus?
Times Crucible destroyed your vocal cords.
oh yeah, did I ever message you about that? I meant to. That like, I I can't imagine like how hard it was to perform the process for that story. Like I had such a hard time just reading the book, doing all the voices as it is, and then like having both processes layered on top of that. So that's
look, it's Stephen Thorne. The
Dude.
What a great man.
As much as I love your villain stuff, Marcus, I can do cool villain voices too, okay? I can make my vocal cords hurt for you. You just won't fucking let me.
Brian, I'm sorry. I like having Marcus.
Brian, we told you who's going to be the Silurians in Blood Heat.
Yes, you did.
See
I'm
exactly,
happy
Brian.
with that.
So you and Marcus got to share villains and scales.
Now, here's the thing: in that
Are
story,
you
Marcus
fucking
is playing
kidding?
technically a villain, but it's not a Silurian villain. It's a human
I'm
villain.
sorry about the smoke detector, guys.
Wait,
Oh,
you
that was
what?
mine.
Is your house burning down?
No, my dad's just not great at cooking.
Marcus, you're playing Sergeant Benton in Blood Heat. He's a villain.
Okay. I was like, wait, what? I
You're
know
also
I-
playing another villain, but I'm not telling anyone about that because that's a
that's right.
surprise.
Benton's a cunt in Blood Heat. Yeah, he's the worst. Oh shit.
What- Joey, did you think I would spoil the other twist?
Wait a minute.
No, I wouldn't spoil the other thing. I mean, it's like the worst kept secret in the VNAs, but yeah, we'll keep it a secret.
Yes.
I have no idea
I-
what you guys are talking about, so.
Well, good.
And we're
Let's
going to
keep
keep
it
it that way.
I just realized the pattern, though, that I'm fairly certain Joey just pointed out. I'm the voice modulation villains. Marcus is the...
Yeah, exactly. You're the voice modulation villains. Marcus is just the big booming voice villain. Yeah.
I will
And
say,
that is
Marcus,
how it
there are
will
several
be for
times where we're
eternity.
like, do we really have to put Marcus as the villain?
It's happened a few times where I've been like, look, I really want Marcus in this role, but this will be like the 5th adaptation in a row where he's the big booming voice villain.
I'm just saying, I can do the monk.
No, you're not. No, you can't. No, you can't.
I'll
Brian.
be the monk.
Trust me, guys. You can't do the monk, okay? Shush. Move on. Oh yeah. The other worst kept secret in the VNAs is the First Frontier one. But again, I won't spoil that one either in case.
How are we doing the First Frontier one?
I have an idea, but I don't want to talk about it right now. Obviously, because
Okay.
we're recording.
Jesus
I'll eventually get to that, and I need to know how to do that.
I'm gonna punch this thing off the goddamn ceiling!
Oh no, Marcus had a power outage. Oh shit, no! And here we
I
are
am a
giving
replacement.
Marcus's voice a tongue bath, and he's not hearing any of it. Shit.
I cannot wait for the scene where Omega just screams.
I love that bit though.
Can Stephen Thorne do a part that isn't shouty villain man?
See,
I mean,
he is classic. Who's Marcus Cotton?
You know who's
So
really good
if we
at
had to
being
cast ourselves as the characters of this, it's clearly that Marcus is Hartnell because he's shoved in a different reality for this commentary. Brian is Omega.
Oh, come on,
Wow.
I've got to be Pertwee in this situation.
I was gonna say Joey is Pertwee. I don't know who Antonio and I are, but
Oh, come on. Antonia's the second Doctor, and you are the Brig, Jacob.
I was gonna say I thought I was Joe.
I was gonna be honest, Joe.
You know what I was really impressed with part 2 of Scales of Injustice, Joey?
Ooh, what?
Dylan is really fucking good at
Yes!
playing
Isn't he?
sneery bastard.
He's so good. I love the line in particular. He sounds like he legitimately sounds like an actor from 70s Who.
He does.
When he does the whole bit where he's like, "They're back, Peter, and this time we want them alive." Like that. I love that part so much.
They're back, Peter.
Yeah.
And
so
this
good.
time we want them alive. So fucking good.
Oh
So
yeah,
fucking good.
so good.
He should have played Demuzi.
Seriously though, like he's got a great voice from Marmaduke. He has some really great scenes with the Pale Man later on.
Well, I noticed that he was putting on a bit of a posh thing, which I just really enjoyed that attention to
Well,
detail.
considering Marmaduke's full name is Sir Marmaduke Harrington Smythe.
Antonio, have you been listening to Scales?
No, not yet.
He's eating his froob, Joey. Quit bothering him. God.
How did you know?
Oh, jeez, I don't think I can survive.
What was it? Oh yeah, Brian, what did you think of the Brigadier and Kate scene in part 2?
Gibbons is just fucking phenomenal.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, we just have to admit, Lily Morgan is too pure for this world. And we're having her play a barkeeper in transit.
How the fuck is she gonna do Liz in Blood Heat? She's like, I can't imagine Lily playing Jaded.
Jacob, Brian, you got confused there. Jacob was talking about my sister Lily Morgan, who played Kate. You're
Oh, I
thinking
thought he
Blood
said.
Heat isn't as
I thought he
isn't
said
as
Lily
jaded.
May. My bad.
Liz in the adaptation is, I'm making Liz a bit more the one beacon of hope, because holy shit, the Doctor's back. We might actually be saved.
Mhm.
Okay, that's probably.
Which kind of just gets emphasized by the fact that we don't have as much access to her personal thoughts.
Yeah.
Oh, do I change her husband to Patricia Haggard? Do I do that?
Yeah.
But wait, Lily
Yes.
Morgan was playing.
Well, no, Jacob. I had an idea there, but we need to talk about that. I don't know if you remember that
Okay,
conversation.
because I've
We talked
already
about
done
this
that
before.
scene and kept the original name, because I wasn't sure.
Okay, well, yeah. So I have a thing to add there in script editing, but I will tell you about it later.
Okay.
So Antonio, what's your overall opinion of the Three Doctors?
It's really great. By far the best on-screen multi-doctor story. I mean, everyone's performances are like top tier.
I agree. Three Doctors is fucking chochalicious.
What?
Okay,
I've never noticed how-
Ben's scripted line there was, "You lost your flaming flute."
Oh my god, they're so dummy thick.
They are.
Antonio, you strike me as the type of person who would fully appreciate the hips like dynamite, booty like pow ice warriors from Seeds of Death.
Oh, definitely. They're thicky bodies. My type of stuff.
Ass
Okay,
cheeks
Brian,
slamming into the doorway.
Brian, when
Yes?
we adapt Legacy, you are not, under any circumstances, allowed to use any of those words to describe my sport.
No. See, I disagree. Brian should be allowed to use dummy things at least once.
That little rat lady is just like, his hips are like dynamite.
Oh, also, Jacob, I have a great idea for casting Carrie in Legacy, but I don't want to say it out loud yet, and I will tell you later.
AKA, it's gonna be his sister.
No, it's not. No, Jacob, you should know who I'm talking about, but I don't think you put it
Do
together
I?
yet.
Do I? Because
You should just think. Just think of that kind of voice, because I told you I just finished listening to The Last Prison, and there was that other Packar in it, Claire, and I got an idea, and you should know.
No. Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
That could...
Right?
So confused.
Would she be
Antonio.
Yeah, she'd probably be up for it.
She would definitely.
any idea who they're talking about?
No. It's a
Okay.
woman, I think.
Brian, look up what The Glass Prison is and who narrates the audiobook, and then make the connection.
No! I wasn't thinking of her. No, I was thinking of someone else, Jake. No.
Wait, then who were we thinking? Oh.
This is
Wait, then who are we thinking of?
Jacob,
This is so shit.
Jacob, just type in between episodes.
Antonio goes, I think it's a woman. Woman? A woman?
Oh, God, Brian, I got my drink up my nose.
I am doing it.
Hey, Omega.
Oh no,
Why don't
Marcus
you
is...
turn that frown upside down?
Bit of a
Okay,
bit
can
of
we just be
leftover
honest? For the Third Doctor, who is like the most conservative, authoritarian of all the Doctors, he's also the most peaceful.
I
Like,
don't know.
he's the one who's like, I'm
Six
gonna
is
put my
pretty
hand up.
cunty on TV, Jacob.
What?
As much
The
as I
Third
love
Doctor.
Six is pretty cunty on TV.
Six is a dick, but he's not a conservative dick. There's a
Yeah, he's not
difference.
conservative. The Third Doctor predicted cancel culture.
The same Time Lord.
I fucking love Stephen Thorne.
His
Steve
voice is
just
like making.
Stephen Thorne phrases it like it's a question. John Pertwee just goes, "Show me your tits and I'll tell you."
See, the Third Doctor predicted cancel culture.
Hashtag Omega is canceled. Hashtag not my doctor. Hashtag per... Shit, what's an insult that we could do with Pertwee? Like... Pert shit must go? I don't know.
Hey, Antonio.
Yeah.
I know you like writing cringe ass fanfics
Mm-hmm.
just for the meme.
Yeah.
Where's my Nissa X Omega fanfic with
You
Joe
want that?
in the corner?
You
Is
want
that a
that?
thing? No, Brian. That's not a thing.
You want that?
I'll
Yes,
say we couldn't get Josh Snares to
take-
do it, so there's no point in doing it.
That's true.
Oh no! Oh wait, Jacob, I've got it. It's John Pertwee and Jodie Whittaker, and Omega's all the same Time Lord, but that's not possible. A woman can't be the Doctor. Omega's officially canceled.
Patrick Troughton just goes, "A woman."
Oh fuck. I'm sad. Okay, so if Marcus isn't in the rest of this commentary, and I really hope he is. I love Marcus. Everyone subscribe to the Sentinel. He'll be like.
We can try to give like a little bit of a break between 3 and 4.
Yeah. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
I'm really pissed that this cat is in my room right now. She's like fully aware that she's not meant to be in here. And it's kind of pissing me off that she insisted on being in here.
Are we talking about your cat?
Yes, my cat.
So, Jacob, I've got a great idea. Brian's got to play Reynold Yesti in Deceit.
Oh, the sleazy guy who you know,
She doesn't kill, but yeah.
knocks out after fucking.
Yeah.
I'm getting What the hell was that voice, Brian?
Alpha Centauri on steroids.
Oh right, we're casting out Brian as Alpha Centauri, right?
It's because I can do the fucking voice. Why wouldn't you cast me as Alpha Centauri?
Welcome to the universe.
Watch, I just cast Marcus as Alpha Centauri, and then Brian just gets to be Carrier or something.
As much as I like Marcus, I'm really jealous of that man constantly because he gets all the cool roles.
It's okay, Brian. We'll cast you as a cool role eventually.
Okay, Brian. Yeah, whatever. Not like you got to be Hitler or anything.
It's not like you're playing two of the doctors or anything.
No.
Technically three.
Technically 3.
Yeah, he's appeared as 3 of the Doctors in the adaptations. Yeah.
With a poem again, Ken.
And here you have Joe Grant
That was
having the one brain cell of the story. I don't care what anyone says. The Class Who companions are 9 times out of 10 deeper than the New Who companions.
What?
Deeper.
Dude, the end of the Green Death hits so fucking different.
Honestly, most Classic Who companion exits are more powerful and emotional than New Who companion exits.
Except Dodo.
Hey! War Machines Part 4 hits hard.
Sure, Joey, sure.
Could you
no,
imagine that
seriously,
happening?
like-
Could you imagine that happening in New Who? Like,
No, what's
with Murray Gold doing
Jodo
the
has
story?
said Jodo has said that she isn't coming back, and then the Doctor starts openly weeping on the ground.
And you just have like Ben standing there, like I don't.
like you just
River's song
zoom
is
out.
there for some reason.
The Doctor starts openly weeping. Ben puts a hand on his shoulder, and like you just crossfade across the street, and like that's the last image of the episode before the Colin Baker theme just crashes in.
Colin Baker. No. Before that, no. River's there. She like puts her finger to her lips and says "spoiler." As the Doctor runs across the street to find a note that Dodo left for him. Dramatically reads over at the end of the episode.
Bombastic Murray Gold music plays.
But it's just a somber version of "I Am the Doctor."
I am the Doctor in a minor key.
I'm trying to think of something else to add, but I can't really top that, Ken.
I'm just trying to think of other shit.
Oh no, with a cameo from Susan. Just
No.
in the clouds or some shit.
No, I got it. Missy is there waiting in heaven for whatever random side character died in the War Machine.
Soldier 3.
I don't like.
No. She's there to greet the disembodied voice of Wotan.
Wotan's still just doing Doctor Who is required.
Yes, I know. In the episode.
You know who has the shittiest companion exit? Literally because they just asked her not to come back. Fucking Liz.
See, but
Wait, what?
Like,
I thought Liz didn't come back because the actress was pregnant.
Well, she
That's
was
part of it.
pregnant. That's part of it. But she was willing to do it. And they said, nah, just don't come back.
Well, they also didn't think the whole Doctor Liz dynamic was working, which was bullshit, but also Katie Manning.
I
Yeah.
do love Katie Manning.
Wobble.
Speaking of Pertwee, Who's excited for Third Doctor Adventures Volume 7 and 8?
I'm excited. I still need to listen to 6 though.
Oh, 6 was great.
Poison of the Daleks and Operation Hellfire.
Poison of the Daleks was good, but nothing amazing.
Anything. I'm
loved
sorry.
Operation
Anything with William Churchill in it, I kind of just want to not listen to.
Did you just call him William Churchill?
Churchill? Did I call him William
I think he
Churchill?
did.
You just said,
Whoopsies, Winston Churchill. My
But no,
bad.
Operation Hellfire is legitimately great. I fucking love that one.
I just really don't.
Also, Churchill's barely in Operation Hellfire. Like,
Yeah. He's literally just there to to be used like how you would logically use the Doctor being friends with Churchill is just that it would get him out of a tough situation in World War II.
Shit, I
That's
did
literally-
just call Winston Churchill William Churchill. God
You
damn it.
also, I'll do anything for more John Colshaw as Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart.
Yes.
And more Daisy Ashford as Liz.
And more Sadie Miller as Sarah Jane, which I'm terribly excited.
I
That
can't say
was
that yet because I haven't heard
Please,
Sadie Miller
please
as
tell me
Sarah Jane.
Poison of the Daleks was much better than Conquest of Far.
Oh, yeah.
I've not heard Conquest of Far, but Poison of the Daleks was
Conquest
really
of
good.
Far is shit.
Conquest of Far is like, how do I even?
Oh,
put-
here you have the ballet sequence.
Oh, I love this bit. You know, this is actually really great in the novelization of the Three Doctors. This bit.
Yeah,
I've-
yeah, Brian.
I've
Poison of the
only
Daleks was
read
written by Guy
Conquest.
Adams, whereas Conquest of Far was by Nicholas Briggs. That should tell you everything you need to know.
Hmm. You
See,
know
but
what I
Brian's a
did
massive-
like?
Brian's a massive Nick Briggs apologist, so
I'm not a massive Nick Briggs apologist. I
Yes,
just
you
like. I just really fucking like Only the Monstrous. Everything else he's done is kind of eh. Like Destination
I-
Nerva.
yes,
Take it
Lucy
up
Miller
the
to the
ass.
death. Very
Huh?
I said, oh yes, Lucy Miller and to the death. Very
Oh shit! I forgot he wrote those. But like,
And they're
see
brilliant.
what I mean? Like
What's up?
Lucy Miller
mean-
and To the Death are such like weird exceptions that like it doesn't even click in my head that Nicholas Briggs wrote them.
The sequence does go on way too long, though, doesn't it? Shit.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's not even John Pertwee.
Pertwee's thick ass though. Is this a cliffhanger?
Child,
It is a cliffhanger.
live!
I remember being really freaked out by this when I was younger.
Yeah, what even is that thing the Doctor's fighting? That's supposed to be like.
Isn't that like
something
Omega?
summoned from his mind?
It's Omega's representation
Oh.
of his will.
What the
That
fuck?
looks like a pig fish person thing.
Omega views himself as ugly.
Omega views himself as a monster.
He is a monster.
Oh, that makes
Ooh,
more
see,
sense.
it's very It's very symbolic, though, isn't it? You know.
You know, I think it's a really clever. Stephen Moffat is having a bit of an aneurysm because he's so clever.
Oh shit, that's the end of that. Fuck Lenny Main. The Three Doctors, Part 4, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. And we are back, and we have Marcus back. Hurrah!
Yeah.
So,
yeah, yeah.
Antonio.
Yeah?
Oh, Antonio. I have a question for you.
What's up, my guy?
What possessed you to buy the Froobs in the first place?
Well, my friend, he sent me this a picture on eBay of the Froobs, and he said, "Dude, buy it!" And then I was like, "Okay," and so I bought it.
Who is this friend, and where can we murder him?
Why would you
he's,
want to murder him? This man sounds like an absolute.
Is
Like
this one of the Twitter people? Or is it
no.
an IRL friend?
Instagram, and
Uh,
yeah,
Oh, is this one? Wait. I probably know them too. Wait, who is it?
Big Finish reviews.
Okay, yeah, I know Big Finish reviews. Okay, cool.
Yeah, he like often sends me like the weird Doctor Who stuff like of eBay, and then tells me to buy it. So sometimes I
You
do,
buy it?
sometimes I. Well, like one time, Doctor Who spaghetti was on eBay, and I bought that for him as a present for his birthday.
Did he eat it? Please tell me he actually ate it.
No, he still has it in a cabinet.
Lame. I want a pack of Froobs now.
What even is a froob?
It's
I-
like
I've
Gogurt.
I've never heard of them before, like buying
Well, Well, here's the thing. It's based on just like the packaging and like how it works, and the fact that there's a little YoPlay logo on it. It's got to be Gogurt, just English.
Yeah.
That's
But
just
of course, the ones Antonio has are fucking what, 13 years old. So
12.
Never refrigerated.
never
Yeah.
refrigerated.
Antonio, how are you liking your first commentary?
Oh, I'm loving it. All the banter and stuff. It's amazing. I might come back for more.
You should.
His,
You
his
absolutely should.
asshole
And
hairs
for
are
those listening-
positively tingling.
For those listening, you will be able to hear more of Antonio's Mimi ass in the Celestial podcast next year.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Antonio, you're 16, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so. I remember when I was.
Hey, Brian, according to YouTube law, that means that minors appear in this video, and I need to do something about that, I think.
Oh shit, you're right.
Look, lads, YouTube law states that something about
Wait, no. It's
Targeting
under 13.
audience
It's
minors.
under 13.
Ah.
13 is under his child. Antonio is safe. Your
Oh,
sister,
yeah,
on the
okay.
other hand,
Hey,
we're lying
hey,
about her
hey,
age for transit.
Hey.
We don't want the YouTube police to find out.
Wait, what?
KGB, open up.
Anyway, this episode is great.
Fuck off, Jacob.
Look at Omega's sexy bronze face.
So, Marcus, has the tornado come to take you away yet?
Not yet.
You live in
Still got
tornado
no
territory?
power here, so. No, I live in the West.
It was an area
Oh.
that shouldn't have tornadoes.
Antonio, I forgot
Nope.
to let you know about something
What?
at some point. I meant to message you about it at some
Oh.
point.
Okay.
But I watched this show recently starring Paul McGann called The Monocled Mutineer, and there's this song that Paul McGann sings in it called "Oh Antonio." He plays it on the piano, and the entire he's meant to be playing it somberly and kind of seriously, but the entire time I just thought of like your fucking profile picture on Twitter. So you've just got Paul McGann singing, "Oh, Antonio, he's gone away," and the entire time I'm just thinking of this motherfucker grinning, pasted on Colin Baker's neck.
Hold on. What's it called?
The Monocled Mutineer.
Okay, I can
Song.
probably make a meme out of this.
It's really hard to find on the internet for some reason. I bought the DVD for it because it looked interesting.
So is Omega just in a bunch of pain because his face was melted off?
Well, no, I think the idea is he doesn't exist. He doesn't have a body either.
Oh, so he doesn't exist at all.
Yeah.
Then why can we hear him? Also,
So
why
he's
is
really-
it
Jacob, you're
Jacob,
reading
let me
too
explain
much
this.
into it.
He is literally forcing himself to exist. He wills
Ah!
himself into existence.
So he really is a not my doctor.
Exactly.
I love that. They just go, "Oh no," and just slam the mask back
I
down.
love how they slam it in abject horror. It's empty.
They open up. They go, "Oh no, it's a bowstring," and then they shut it again. I love
Just
it.
imagine Volstrak voice, something about the trigger train. Who has a good Volstrak impression?
Beware, Doctor! The trigger train is coming.
Also, why do I find it hilarious? Do I find it hilarious and disconcerting that rumors made by the Not My Doctors are somehow being taken seriously by the press?
Right,
And report-
right.
Oh,
So many people
like-
taking that Nolan rumor about Doctor being by.
Like, okay, so my buddy Zach, right? He's just getting into Doctor Who, and he's been reading up on, all the news stories coming out, news with air quotes, about the next series. And I'm just like, look, man, you just realize soon enough that all those news stories are bullshit until it gets around like a month before the next series happens. Then the stories become reliable. But right now, no. Don't believe anything you hear.
Barry Letts worried that Stephen Thorne's performance was too frightening and asked him to tone it down. This
Really?
is toned down Stephen Thorne.
No, I got a new one. They open up Omega's mask and it's just Azal there again.
Speaking of Pertwee, isn't like the final episode of the final game supposed to be coming out eventually?
Yes.
Yeah, I think they just released a trailer
Yes.
for that.
I should really listen to the rest of that, shouldn't I? Like, the first episode was good, then I just didn't. Partially because those episodes are really long. Like, longer than anything we've put out.
I'm the Cybermen, not for that. I'm not the Cybermen.
I don't know, Marcus is in
final
one.
game. Marcus,
Yeah,
you're in one?
Yeah. Andrew Gum and I'm Hawkeye and Talia Cassini.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He was telling me about that. I had a conversation with him the other day.
Wait, who's him? Is Marcus him? Or...
No. Chris McKeon.
Yeah, him. That guy. The guy who
Him.
runs Black Glove Studio. Yeah, man's chatty. I had like a 3-hour conversation with him, and it wasn't just about my roles. It was like about everything. I know he's got buddies who happen to be sort of on the opposite side of the Doctor Who debate. And I did actually ask him about that. I was like, so what's your takeaway from that? And he was actually pretty reasonable about a lot of his opinions. And I was like, okay, he's not a chotch. I had a pleasant conversation with him. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. Despite the fact that we have different takes on the show.
I wonder if they'll ever do an adaptation of Times Champion.
I've tried finding a copy of that. I mean, it's really hard.
Yeah, well, I have a PDF of
I
it.
mean, you're still
I think-
talking about Black Glove Studio, right?
Yeah, like, I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if they did one.
Well, I think what
He's doing yellow fever and how to cure it.
Yeah, but that's not actually based on... That's just based on the idea and not based on, like, any
Well, that's-
actual scripts that were
that's-
written.
that's a
Times
thing.
Champion was finished.
Right. Here's what he told me, and I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say this, but I'll say it.
How about you say it
live
after?
on the internet.
That's a good
No.
point.
Nah, bro, just say it now.
I mean, it's it's sort of mainly just he's not planning on really adapting any more lost stories after Yellow Fever because Big Finish is starting it up again and doing like yearly releases. So he's just sort of like, I'm gonna
Yeah,
stay
but
away
Times
from
Champion
that.
is different. Times Champion's a book that never got made.
Then you adapt it, then Jacob.
Do it, Jacob. Jacob, come on, we'll get Brian
That
as
feels
60
shitty.
back. Come on, we can do
When
it.
one of the authors makes his own audios.
Did wait a minute? Did he have a part in that?
Chris McKeon is one of the authors of Times Champion.
I didn't know that.
I thought there was only one author.
McKeon finished Hinton's
Craig
draft
Hinton was
because
the
Hinton
author. Yeah.
He
died.
did really? He did that?
Yes.
I had no fucking clue. Shit.
Oh. That's cool.
That's
Alan,
why
you
it
should
would
ask
feel
him about it.
kind of shitty for me to do it.
You should ask him.
He doesn't know who I am, so like, why would he? Like,
I mean, he knows me, and I've mentioned the novel adaptations to him. So,
oh, what has he
like,
said? What has he said? I'm now
Well,
my interest.
I did audition for Colin Baker, and I didn't get the role. But I did send him Time of Your Life as some sample stuff, so he is aware that the novel adaptations exist, and I've talked to him about it.
I mean, we've now done novels by what, 4, 5 authors that are fairly active on Twitter. No, 4. Yeah, because we did a Paul Cornell, we did a Cartmel, an Andrew Hunt, and now a Gary Russell.
Oh, what
Yes.
does Paul Cornell think of your adaptations? Does he know about that?
I don't think he knows about them, and I'm scared of Paul
He doesn't
Cornell.
know, and he doesn't need to know.
Why are you scared
Doesn't need
about
to
it?
know.
I'd be more
Andrew Hunt.
scared of John Peel finding out.
Well, luckily,
He's
John Peel
friends
only
with Terry
wrote, luckily,
Nation.
John Peel only wrote 2 novels for Virgin, and we'll be done with the second one soon. So.
Also,
So we
I'd
don't
also
need
be
to worry
worried about a certain author finding out way down the line.
Simone
chosen.
Bouchier Joneses.
And you know he'll find out too. Because his
like
fans
stalks Jacob or
fucking
something.
monitor his work.
So weird. What the fuck? Did I just break my shit? I did just break my shit. That's awesome.
You broke a
dude.
shit?
I broke some of my shit.
Oh, what'd you break?
The Velcro strap on my headphones.
Oh no!
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I fixed it. It just Velcroed back on. I think. Yeah, I did it. God, I'm dumb.
Okay, can we just take a moment to realize that that basically any episode from the current year could have ended up missing?
It's
Like-
it's weird to think that like the Pertwee episodes were missing at one point.
Yeah, like interestingly, Two Doctors was never missing. And you can tell because they exist in the original PAL videotapes.
Did you mean to say 3 Doctors?
Yeah, did I say what did I say?
You
said
two
two.
dollars.
I meant 3.
I wake up in the morning and I hate myself every day.
Brian, go to therapy.
That's a good idea.
Oh,
And
so
no.
Jacob.
We
So-
aren't
so-
therapy, Brian.
Jacob, let's do some math quick. Okay, so like with the way I want to edit Transit, so it's looking like it's going to be a 53-day process overall. 53-day process. So let's say I'm done script editing Deceit by the 24th of this month. let's say I start editing Transit on the 25th of this month. We've got hang on, I can't do math right now. 47. Wait, 7. So I should be done by January 17th, I think.
Okay, and knowing you might be done earlier.
That's true. But that's also if I don't give myself
Lads.
any off days at all.
How close are we to being done?
What with 3 doctors?
Yeah, we're about 10 minutes away.
That 8 minutes away, or 8:43. So we're kind of there.
All right. I'm telling my tutor I'll be on in 10 then.
Vape smoke.
Hell yeah.
Oh, do you guys want to know something I learned?
Wait,
About,
they keep Terry Nation under there. It's just a cigarette smoke coming up there.
my mother
I'd
apparently thinks
argue that
Magic the
Robert
Gathering
Holmes
is
is the
satanic.
more infamous.
Oh, I want to hear this.
Wait,
Jake.
wait,
What do I call it, mother? Wait, Jake, go
She
ahead.
thinks Magic the Gathering is satanic.
Oh my god, of course she does!
But Dungeons and Dragons is totally fine. Totally fine. Not like D&D.
Is she like the kind of person that that would do like that video with the girl at the convention, like talking about how the monster sign on Monster Energy drinks is like 666?
I don't
What do you
think
send to the
so.
group chat?
She
But
sounds
with-
like that kind of person, Jake.
But with the bombshell being dropped that she thinks Magic the Gathering is satanic,
Antonio, I have to figure out what you sent to a group chat because it's not loading on my phone. This is important to me. There it is. You found it.
Wait, what did he find?
And
where's
oh,
this?
Antonio.
Oh
I-
Paul
shit!
again singing. Very fuzzily in the background.
I still find it hilarious.
Oh my
that-
god, you even edited it! You fucking magnificent bastard! I love you.
I love Omega Sparkly Words.
I wonder if Paul McGann's TV wig is like in anyone's private collection.
It's in mine.
Probably. Would be my guess.
I still find it hilarious. So interesting how like the full budget for for an entire story of Doctor Who is of Classic Who for like a 4-part story was about £5,000, and that's it.
Really? That's
Yeah.
Wow.
They
And that covers
do a lot with
everything.
that. Because, like, we talk about how, like, shitty Doctor Who is on, like, a shoestring budget, but then, like, you see other TV shows that have more money than a lot of Classic Who does and look even worse. And, like, the people who made Classic Who are pretty damn impressive with what they were able to do.
Well, here's the thing. You want to know what a majority of even even Classic Who's budget went to?
The
Paying
actors.
the actors.
Exactly. So,
Like 3/5 of the budget on average went to the actors.
I mean, look at this. This is just this is fucking magnificent on like a $5,000 budget. Are you kidding me?
And that 3,000 includes the crew as well. Like,
You guys hear that fucking wind? My room is fucking freezing.
Joey, considering the fact that a fucking smoke detector went off earlier in the commentary, I think you're fine.
I think this is just a
Very chaotic one.
yeah, chaos.
It follows Antonio everywhere he goes.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's not wrong, but I'm usually a pretty good force for chaos when we're combined, Joey.
I don't know, man. I think I was the source of
Antonio's-
chaos. I think I was the source of chaos in Attack of the Cybermen.
That one nearly broke me.
That one
nearly
nearly
broke-
broke you. Joey
Jake-
was
Jacob,
broken.
Nearly broke you?
Yes,
Serious?
I was just trying to hold things together.
Joey, I don't think I've actually asked you. Were you just doing that for the camera, or were you legitimately having a mental breakdown in the
Brian,
middle of
it was
Attack
so
of the
long ago.
Cybermen?
Brian, I forget what it was. It just happened.
Well, because I know there had been commentaries and other videos up to that point where Jacob was very much like, "We're about to break Joey. I think you broke Joey," and then we actually broke you, and both of us sort of like shit our pants a little. We were like, "We broke him."
It was the Cryons that did it.
The cry.
Fucking mustache.
What is going on?
Apparently, they wanted to have a Fraser Hines
Brian,
cameo
did you
right
get
where
my
the-
email last night?
I did get your email, and I need to work on stuff soon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
deliver
I'm
some
just
romance
making
of
sure you
crime.
got it because I did this one through Google Drive.
Deliver some romance of crime. The people want to hear more Gareth Roberts.
Clearly, they want to hear more Gareth Roberts. So clearly.
What a fascinating trip.
Does this guy ever return
No,
in like any
No.
expanded media?
I don't think
No.
so.
I don't.
Probably in some obscure Gary Russell. No. Oh, Brian, did you see? I got Business Unusual in today.
I think I did see that. You should read it. It's
Hell.
good.
It is.
I'm going to. Because
It's
right now I'm
not
reading
as
the
good
Murder
as
Game.
Scales of Injustice.
Because right now I'm reading the Murder Game. Then I'm going to read War of the Daleks. Then I've got the Ultimate Treasure, and then I'm doing Business.
War of the Daleks, one of my nut-tastic guilty pleasures.
Ah, so it's going to be shit then.
Yeah, it's gonna be shit. It's gonna be shit. Like, I like
oh, we
War
don't.
of
We
the
didn't have
Daleks
because
for
we
the
didn't have
same
the BritBox
reasons I
on. We
like-
didn't get to see whooshing.
Ah, sad.
It didn't. I have BritBox on, and it didn't whoosh. It just cut to John Pertwee saying, "Time Lords."
What? It whooshed for me.
I've got to contact the Time Lord.
It whooshed for Antonio?
Yeah.
I don't think it did. I doubt you, Antonio.
Are you
I trust
watching on
Brian.
BritBox, Antonio?
Yeah, I'm watching it on
Oh,
BritBox.
I love the scene.
I didn't
Wait,
get a whoosh.
guys, I love this scene. The scene's so great. It's so good.
You'd never believe me, woman. It's supper ready.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Phenomenal ending to a phenomenal story.
Oh hell yeah. Love
Oh,
this story so much.
apparently, the Doctor was originally going to reference a planet that everybody knows and loves at the end of this story to coax Joe to come with him.
What
Oh,
planet?
oh.
Metabolus 4.
The crystal from Metabolist.
Metabolist. We need a
Where
crystal
does
from
Metal-
Metabolist 3.
Oh,
I still hate how Hyde basically undoes the Doctor's emotional development in Planet of the Spiders by having him keep.
Anyway, that was the Three Doctors commentary. We got 10 seconds
Hey,
left.
look, it's ending. Shut the fuck up. Goodbye.